The only thing that was missing when Lindsay fetched me this morning from the airport was Christa Berg's Lady in Red. I mean, have a look. It was a red car, a red dress, and I'm not so sure about this ridiculous red hat.
Okay, I wasn't wearing that. You picked that up from the back seat just because you didn't want to feel left out.
Good for my bald spot. But anybody would swear that you are really looking forward to Christmas.
Well, I'm looking forward to Christmas. I mean, everybody needs things to look forward to.
Okay, so what else do you look forward to at the end of the day?
A hot bubble bath at the end of a long day.
Yeah, that is good. But for me, it's a cracker surf session and then opening up that ice cold beer. There's nothing better.
Well, obviously in motoring world, there's things we look forward to too. And it's not always what you think.
Yeah, I mean, we're not talking supercars here. A car that I have been dying to get my hands on since I saw it at gyms is a new Mazda 3.
Absolutely. And when it arrived at the office, I was super excited until I saw that it was the sedan. Because to me, Mazda 3 is a hatch. But damn, the sedan is hot. The brainchild of Mazda's design chief, Ikuo Maeda, the 3 sports the same long nose and rearward cabin proportions as one of his earlier creations, the RX-8. From the chrome accents which cleverly link the grille with the headlamps to the athletic creases that run down the flanks, there really is very little not to like. The fact that Maeda and his team have designed a car that is both contemporary and fresh, yet readily identifiable as a Mazda 3, is equally commendable. If we had to quibble, our only criticism would be that this particular version of the 3 looks slightly under-tired, something which unfortunately plagues many Japanese cars.
Well, they've spoken about coder design for a long time and they've got it spot on in this car. Beautiful
Absolutely.
to look at.
Absolutely, and what's on the outside completely carries through to the interior. I just love the simplicity of being inside this car.
It's very un-Japanese, eh? It's not like buttons everywhere. It's just so well laid out.
Very, very.
You know what I like as well? Like the carbon fiber detailing isn't like, oh my word, what are they trying to do here? It's just, it's subtle, it's classy.
Yeah, and the piano black finish as well, you've got that. It's just small little elements that make it feel quite plush at the same time being simple.
Even the instrumentation, it's quite small. I mean, people might complain about that, but it's beautiful.
That they have up there is called the human-machine interface system. You know, they come up with all these explanations, but basically it's supposed to improve your posture when you're driving because you're looking in the right place.
Yeah.
Drive more safely while handling large amounts of information, which actually there isn't a lot on that dial. I mean, it's
well, look,
just
I think that's silly because if I wanted to try and read it, I would need to lean forward to actually have a good look and probably crash into the guy in front of me. But you're so enjoying your drive, you can't be bothered with the instrumentation. I do like the 7-inch infotainment system, the screen they've put up. Amazing tech.
It is, and actually, I mean, it reminds you of the more luxurious German brands in terms of the rotary dial in the middle that you can use to navigate through things. And you've got everything on there that you need. There is nav available. We obviously don't have it on ours, it needs to be loaded. But it's a very simple, intuitive system, which is fantastic.
This, for me, is what is impressive, is that is standard on every single model except the original, basically, to level. So they've really thrown a lot of kit into this. And the space, I think that's what's going to freak people out. It's like an old generation dude who thinks Mazda 3 won't believe how luxurious and spacious it is. Lots of legroom in the back.
It's a longer wheelbase, slightly longer, but the actual car is shorter.
Well, that's that coder design. I mean, that's what gives it that sportier look with the shorter overhangs, but you're making all the space inside. And a great boot, seats that flip down and lie flat, so it's quite practical as well. Great inside. It's really beautiful.
Fantastic. And then you start the engine.
Yes. Look, everyone talks Sky Active technology, and like I was one of those guys who thought they meant engine, but Sky Active incorporates the chassis, the body, the transmission.
Basically what Sky Active means, it's just efficiencies.
For me, what I love about it is they talk about the rigidity. A lot of cars we drive are just too firmly sprung.
Yeah.
This is really, really firm, but absolutely compliant. It really handles the bumps well because the dampeners are really good.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic car to drive.
It's 30% more rigid than the old model, which is quite substantial actually. It's not a sporty car in terms of its handling or anything, but it feels like it could be dynamic if you wanted to drive it with a bit of spirit.
Yeah, they've got a really good base to work from when they bring out MP, S and those type of things later.
Although it's only 77 kilowatts, 140 newton meters.
144,
so it does lack a little bit on the engine side. You do have to
Yeah.
But you talk about you have to, but what a great gearbox. I mean, the 5-speed box, there's a 4-speed auto. Now, I wouldn't bother with auto in the 1.6 because it's 30 kilograms more as well.
4-speed.
Yeah. I mean, there's the extra weight that comes with it. But I must admit, you don't mind going through the gears because the change is so smooth. It really is good.
It's a lovely gearbox. I mean, we're raving about this car, but it really is. It's awesome. It's very nice.
It would be nice to drive that 2-litre because I'd like to see what their 6-speed auto box is going to work like, because they're saying it's really amazing.
And obviously that 2-litre because it's all new, whereas we're driving an old engine. And priced really well.
232,900 starting.
Yeah.
Heading all the way up to like 325.
Yeah.
Which is literally every box that you can imagine ticking, you got to tick in that Astina version of their 2-litre
It's
Skytip.
quite cool that they've called it the Astina. It's like
it.
a lot of people will go, Astina.
Very nice to wrap, I think, as well, is the warranties. Everyone always puts kilometers to it. 3-year unlimited kilometers in warranty and service and roadside assistance.
Which is also, it's good considering that people are maybe a little bit hesitant on the brand, considering that they've been so quiet for so long.
I found a fault.
What?
Cup holders are in a stupid place because it's got this low armrest. If I had something there to drink, I wouldn't be able to change gears.
We can live with that.
Use the one in the door.
So, you've been waiting for it for practically a year. Was it worth the wait?
Well, let me be honest, the hat certainly isn't a keeper, but I think the Mazda 3 certainly is. Fantastic car. It's just so well packaged, refreshing interior, great drive.
Yeah.
Be nice to drive that 2-litre active, but the 1.6 is certainly good enough.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a fantastic car. Its only downfall is where it's sitting in the market, because there really is just so much to choose from. And sedans, let's face it, are getting better and better looking, so it doesn't even boil down to that anymore.
Great position for a consumer to be in, though. A lot to choose from. But I think more importantly, what a great way for Mazda to say, yeah, we are in South Africa as a standalone with exciting product like this.
Absolutely, and we look forward to what else is coming out from Mazda in future.